Hello, my name is Gabriel Garcia. I'm the CEO of JobSource and Singular HR, and I'm here to talk about a notable cluster fudge that happened in my company. And it was led by yours truly. Um, I, one year in the year of 2016, thought it would be a great and brilliant idea to issue nothing but W-2s electronically to the 18 to 25,000 employees that we have work through our company a year. And I thought that it would be a great idea. I'm very into paperless, and I like everything on paper. I never like having a receipt. And so I had this illusion, and I made this assumption that everybody that worked for me, including my temps and associates, that this would be a great idea. The idea was thought of in somewhere in one of our meetings in October of the previous year. I talked to my dev team, and my dev team told me that we could create either a web link or that we create an app, and that this would give them access. We'd give them a username and a password so it'd be secure, and everybody would have access to W-2. And in order to meet legal requirements, the one thing we had to do was give our associates the opportunity to either print it out at our office if needed. So all the requirements were met. We did one round of testing. It seemed like it was going to work. The beginning of the year, we're ready to issue the W-2s. Mind you, I'm thinking also we're going to save thousands of dollars, because in the previous years, it would take a staff from 5 to 10 employees, stuffing envelopes, printing out W-2s, the paper cost. I mean, issuing W-2s could probably cost us easily $2 to $3, if not $4 sometimes a W-2. So you're talking about $100,000 expense. And by going electronic, I thought that it would save us money in the years to come, and it would be more convenient. Well, when the W-2s were finally issued electronically, a lot of people didn't know how to log on. They didn't have their passwords. For whatever reason, they would lock themselves out from putting the incorrect password. Some just said it just didn't work, period. Some didn't really want to. And we ended up with more lines than we ever had at the beginning of the year. We had staff working overtime, trying to print out W-2s. And worst of all, I had a customer who basically left us because he was really upset that the W-2s was an issue. He says, one of your core things in your business is to make sure that people have their payroll check and get their W-2s, and you couldn't perform out of that. And he was right. And I took full responsibility on that. So at the end of the day, it doesn't end there. When people were coming back and having complaints about their user not being able to log on and things like that, the way it was handled was call this number. And the number of people, the people that work in our dev development don't necessarily have the patience that some of our customer service reps that are in the branches have in dealing with these situations. So it was basically the wrong person. They were, in a sense, incompetent, if that's the word you want to use, but that wasn't their skill set to be able to deal with these W-2 issues that we were having. So from one mistake, it rolled into another mistake to another mistake. And there you have it. It was a major clusterfuck led by yours truly. It was a big lesson for me, as far as trying to push out technology and trying to scale the business. It made me realize that I always need to take a step back and introduce it, slowly to the market. So just to summarize what it was my illusion or my belief that electronic version would be better. It was my impatientness to have them deliver it within 3 months, knowing that a software needs more than just one round of testing. And finally, it was the putting people that just weren't going to be capable of handling the results of our error. So you combine it all together, and it ended up being a clusterfuck, and it ended up costing the company even more than more than the $100,000 that it would normally have cost us to just issue W-2s. So lesson learned, and I hope to make less mistakes like that moving forward. So thank you once again. I'm Gabriel with JobSource.